In late December of 2019, Congress passed a bill called the SECURE Act. It stands for Setting Every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement. And both sides of Congress were for this bill, and it passed, and there are some key changes that are going to affect your retirement that you need to be aware of if you aren't already. One of the key changes is that RMDs, required minimum distributions, those ages are now bumped back from 70 and a half to age 72. So if you weren't already taking RMDs in 2019, or you weren't already 70 and a half in 2019, and you're turning 70 and a half in 2020 or at some future year, you can defer those mandatory distributions to age 72. That's a good thing. You can defer those accounts for another 18 months, which can be helpful. Not so helpful for a non-spousal beneficiary, children, grandchildren, anybody other than a spouse. In the prior code and rulings, if you were a non-spousal beneficiary, you were able to stretch out those RMDs over your lifetime. And now not so much. A non-spousal beneficiary will have to deplete and withdraw the entire TSP, 401k, or IRA out over a 10-year period of time. Imagine what that could do to your kids' or grandchildren's tax brackets in those high peak earning years. So you'll see some different estate planning techniques, I think, inputted to help people deal with those tax situations. A couple other key changes. You are now able to contribute to traditional IRAs past age 70 and a half if you're working. Prior, the Roth IRA was the only retirement account you could contribute to past 70 and a half, other than your own retirement employer plan, if you were working, and now traditional IRAs, you're allowed to contribute to those accounts as well past 70 and a half. Finally, one of the other key changes in this new SECURE Act is that you're going to see a lot of employers starting to offer annuities inside 401k and employer-sponsored plans. In the past, you would see these offerings sometimes in the school and educational systems, but very few 401k and employer plans offered annuities in 401ks. You're going to see that more now because Congress is really trying to help Americans retire as successfully as possible. Annuities obviously can generate income for people in retirement, and we need income now more than ever before. So those are the key changes when it comes to the SECURE Act. If you have any questions, please feel free to call us or email us with how these changes can affect your own retirement. Call us and set up a time for an exploratory meeting to learn more about how these affect your own retirement.